everyone. Hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast, where today we are talking about episode 23 of Ultraman Orb. I'm Nick, with me are Alex and Josh.
Hello.
I'm immediately suspicious of the count-in.
It was mainly because we were both being silent while you walked away, and I didn't want to start it with like 30 seconds of dead air. If we
I
had been
didn't
talking,
say
I would have
anything
started.
horrible this time.
Sure, but
Yeah.
we can splice in you saying horrible stuff anyways.
Yep, we have plenty of backlog for that one.
like that time when we were just in the other Discord.
Yep, the time when we were there moments ago.
Yeah.
You mean that time just now?
Yeah. So this episode is The Blade of Darkness. It was directed by Ryuichi Chino, who directed like a few episodes of Gaia, a bunch of episodes of Cosmos.
Gaia.
He directed several episodes of Orb, including the episode where Orb gets his origin form back in the Unmarked Cafe, which was last episode.
Yep, like the Unmarked Cafe.
It was a solid episode. And then he directed a few episodes of Jeed, Rube, and Taiga. He's also in this episode.
Taiga.
He is physically... No, sorry. He's in next episode physically. I misread
You mean
that.
like as a cameo?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, he's
he
one
pulled
of the...
M. Night Shyamalan?
Yeah, he's one of the directors that puts himself in. Do you remember
Now
there's...
you mean it.
You remember there's like a... In one of the scenes we saw, I want to say...
It was like a celebration in an office building.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he shows up again next episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So, this episode we have a very, very juggler-focused episode.
Finally,
We get our juggler time back.
we get the second star of the show next to Uncle.
Yes. It goes Uncle, Juggler, then Orb. In that order.
Guy's not even in the top 3.
He's
What?
third. It counts.
Is Guy Ultraman or is Guy a different personality?
They are the same. So this is a situation where he becomes the Ultraman. There's also situations where the Ultraman makes a human form for themselves, and situations where it's two beings that occupy the same space that alternate.
Because why have rules? It's basically comic books.
Yeah, no, it's 100. It just depends on which Ultraman you've got. We actually see how Guy gets the power to become Orb this episode too.
It's true. And the source of the jealousy becomes apparent.
Oh yeah. How did you like so we see Guy and Juggler on O50, the planet where they well, I'm skipping ahead a little bit. So first we see Juggler using his sword and his darkness strikes to just launch crescents of energy into the city at random.
Does this not feel like he's at a driving range?
Oh yeah, no, this
He's
is 100% that.
he's at Top Golf.
Yeah, no, this is his version of that.
What?
He's about to be ejected because he's hitting over the fence.
Yeah, he's too good.
Sir, there's a highway on the other side of your activities.
So you're gonna end up hurting someone real bad. That's what I want to do.
That's the aim. That's why I brought a sword to a golf course.
Yeah. Did you guys think I wasn't gonna kill someone?
No, he's actually at Top Golf with a sword,
and he's just knocking balls out.
The best
like,
part
sir,
is,
sir, you have a katana. Like, no, I'd still like to buy the balls though.
Yeah. The fucked up part is you could totally see Juggler doing that, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm in a hospital.
Yep.
It would not surprise me at all if it just cold cuts to him at a Top Golf.
Yep. It is. completely in character for him to be like, well, I'm gonna go fuck up some golfers today.
The bastards.
Yep.
Uh,
Anyway, so then we get the cutaway to like hundreds of years ago, thousands potentially, I can't remember, where
Thousands.
yep, thousands. I think it's like
a long time
5,000.
ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yep.
These are Dune outfits. Thank you
They
very
are
much.
very Dune.
Did they have the nose piece?
He puts it
No,
around his
but-
ear later on.
Yeah.
Moving on then.
But yeah, so we get the scene where Juggler comes to the top of the mountain on O50 to try to gain the power of light, only to be rejected.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
he's wearing
50 is-
black.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and 050 is never stated. I don't know where Nick is pulling this out of his ass or not.
Because I
but
watched
it's probably
the
true.
fucking prequel, which I'm not going to make you watch because it's not very good.
What?
I watched it, so you don't have to. Got it.
There's like a couple of good fights in it, and a lot of spinning of wheels and characters that most of whom don't show up again. Like one out of the rest of the characters that are introduced in that show up. And it does give like a little backstory to a couple of things, but like,
Oh, are you talking about the Saga one?
yeah, like the big thing is Juggler knows two other Ultramen.
I like the one where they're flying in
He
space
does?
fighting a monster, and Juggler saves two ladies in a spaceship.
Yeah, again.
What?
Episode 3 or 4, I think.
Yeah, I think that's 3, but I could be remembering wrong. I just watched it all in like one go over a weekend.
Oh, thank God, yeah.
It's not that great. Again, the big thing is Juggler knows Ultraman Dyna and Ultraman Cosmos, and that's all you need to know from that. He knows 3 Ultramen.
Why is Juggler collecting Ultraman?
Because he needs more reason to be
Put 'em on a
real
shelf.
fucking upset about the fact that he's not one. He's like, oh, there's so many of you. God damn it, why can't I be one?
At this point, this series just starts to feel like it's being just mean to Juggler.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, this is, I believe, directly from that. I think the scene is used twice. Like, I think they were filming this at the end of production, like filming the origin saga at the end of the production of this show. So they just used some of the first scenes they shot for this.
Heck yeah.
I mean, we already got the shots, might as well use them.
Yep. This is also confirmation of something that I like. That the little sword dagger thing is
The Orb
Guys-
Caliber?
yeah, that the Orb Caliber is Guy's original transformation device, and the Orb Ring is something he got later.
Ah, okay.
Which
Oh,
is why
what
he
It's
has
a cock ring.
been sitting on that one.
Just like that Triceratops from yesterday.
And then we get Juggler monologuing about how he's
Dog
supposed to
butt.
be better. Yep. Look at that anus. Yeah, so Juggler's monologuing about how he's supposed to be better than Guy. And then he stares at his sword like, oh, I think I need to kill more people. I have
When
more
in
power
doubt.
now.
Kill them out.
Yep. It's all going to be over then. And then we get that cool shot of the blood moon.
That big ass super blood moon.
The way of us knowing the apocalypse is going to happen tomorrow. Then we cut to a bunch of kids hanging out at a playground and guys just sitting there fucking hanging
The
out.
assassins! Guys just there fucking.
Yep. He's just sitting there fucking around. And then we get that girl who draws the future.
But incorrectly.
Yes.
She draws a possible future. Come
No,
on.
she draws the incorrect future.
She draws
She's a fraud.
the
But
correct
then, like,
future until she tries to
but
stop it for once.
but we get this character back for this bit, and then never again. We don't see this character. We don't talk about this character anymore. Like,
Well, yeah.
upon rewatching it, I was like, oh yeah, she is in this episode, huh?
Yep. But yeah. So she's back to tell Guy that something awful is going to happen and the power of darkness is coming. And that maybe the apocalypse is going to happen. We don't know for sure. Maybe this is going to be a downer ending season.
You never know.
Maybe it's going to be like Nexus, where it keeps killing his hosts by using their powers.
And giving them bone cancer.
I'm going to be honest, Josh.
Okay,
Nexus kills like 4 of his hosts.
Okay, I just want to say this because we both watched that movie.
Yep.
It wasn't brought up once.
Oh, no. They just sweep it under the rug. We'll talk about that at some point. Yep. I mean, I'm happy it's not a problem anymore, but it was a pretty fucking major problem by the end of that season, and then it just didn't matter in the movie.
It was a major problem at the end,
Yep.
like the very last episode.
Yep. But it's okay. His bone density got better again.
He drank some milk.
He started training using weights in like a vest, and now he can move again.
He was under gravity training.
Yep.
300%.
Yep. He's Vegeta. But anyway, so now Guy's gonna go return the ball to the kids and be a real cool guy again. He's gonna play with these children who do not know him.
Hey, mister, that's a real cool jacket you got there.
You know what?
Can I see your blue ball?
I would have fucking loved it. They're like, mister, that's a cool jacket. Do you want to play with us? And Guy's like,
No.
You shouldn't ask strangers to play with you. This is a bad idea. You need to learn how to, like, keep yourself safe.
This is a learning, teaching moment here.
I'm 3,000 years old.
Yep.
Go
Listen.
love yourself, kid.
See, like, I'm just imagining the kids from Kung Pao. We're children. We're children.
Yep. It reminds me of, I straight up told the child once. They were like, I'm your friend, right? I'm like, no, I am not your friend. I am an adult man. No adult man should be your friend.
Yeah.
And you could just see this kid's like, oh.
Oh. And you taught them a valuable lesson.
Yep. Yeah, so then we get Uncle thinks that all these big cracks in the wall that he is discovering are from a kamataichi, which is also known as a sickle weasel.
But it's actually just the Amazon logo.
Yes. It's smiling. And Alex
I got him with that one. I got him.
Yeah, so
it is
Jeffrey Bates.
Yep.
At least you know now that it is definitely evil.
Okay. I mean, who didn't know that Amazon was evil? I still use the
Well,
fuck out of it, but who didn't know it
I
was
was
evil?
gonna say, I still, half my paychecks just go straight to them anyway.
Jesus.
Yeah, so the kamataichi, they think they go to the Pacific Records and they're like, well, it might be Kamatai Dog, which is a giant version of this. This is what it's got to be, but we don't have any more access to the real Pacific Records, so unfortunately we can't do any more research.
Right. Not foreshadowing that at all.
Yep, totally not setting up what the next 2 episodes are going to be about. Yeah, so then we find out, like, oh yeah, well, so then Uncle's like, yeah, let me just keep showing you all these pictures, and each time the fucking crack in the building is getting bigger, like it's practicing doing more destruction.
Yeah.
Which also proves that Juggler is just standing on top of buildings, swinging his sword out into the city to see what'll happen.
A wing and a chain.
I mean, to be fair, pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. How do you guys like
No,
Super Emo
okay,
Juggler?
but the man has zero subtlety.
Yeah.
He's juggler. Why would he?
He's
I will
also.
say this just okay. Go ahead.
I was
I'm
gonna
just
say no.
moving.
He's also super emo juggler. He's got like super. Like he's put on the makeup under his eyes. He's like,
I was
yeah,
gonna say, when he's just coming up, dragging that sword, sparks flying everywhere, and they just show his face. He's got bags down to his mouth.
yep,
He's just like intentionally putting his hair in front of his face, like.
yep.
When I was a young boy,
He's also
my
not
father
like he's
took
not even.
me into the planet
Yeah.
to be the Ultraman.
I will
That
say
failed.
something before we get to the dragging the sword, all sparky. Um, this bothered me so much, but immediately after we see the photo album of crescent-shaped destruction, we see this great like undershot looking up at Juggler as he walks into frame, and he has a scabbard. For the first time, we've seen this sword hundreds of times now.
Yep.
And we see it continually moving forward. It's never had a scabbard. But he literally unsheaths it and goes and just flings the thing off screen. But I'm sitting there like, when did it get a where?
So it's
Why
usually
include the scabbard now?
he usually keeps it in a
Because it's
pocket
cool.
dimension is the official thing.
I almost expected him to like put it behind his back like a cartoon character.
Yep. I mean, honestly, that's kind of how he does it a lot of the time. Like he just pulls it out from behind himself. Like so, there's like
But
Oh my
scabbard
god,
guy.
this is where they got the fucking Kylo Ren and Rey Skywalker scene where he goes,
yeah. Again, I'm gonna say this.
It's also just Ray. Thank you very much.
This is
sorry, Ray Palpatine, Ray Kenobi.
this would have
Should've
been
been
like
Kenobi.
December 2016. So they might have fucking gotten it from this.
Inspired by, at the very least. Come on.
Yep.
Mickey Mouse, like, whoa, this looks great.
Nah, I also love that like this is also clearly Juggler at a super low point for himself because it's not just like the bags, it's the fact that like most of the
ground level.
season, most of the season he's like really well dressed and he's super disheveled. He's not wearing his tie, he's not wearing the jacket anymore. He's just walking around with like his shirt, his collar's unbuttoned, and it's not even like
This
fully
shirt
tucked
has a
in.
hole in it too.
Yep,
Like,
yep, like it's him at a low point. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna take as much power as I can because I'm gonna fucking kill the guy before this Earth dies.
so does Juggler know about the other two Ultramen at this point, or does he learn about them later?
No, dude, he's known about them for
He's already killed him.
thousands of years at this point. Like, time is weird for the Ultra franchise, but yeah, he's known about Dinah and Gaia like for at least a couple thousand years. Like he meets them pretty soon after Guy becomes Orb for the first time, which is one of the reasons that he gets more frustrated because I keep meeting all these Ultraman. Why wasn't I good enough when there's so many others?
Yeah, so his like one-on-one competition with Guy seems a little misguided because beat Guy and you already know that you're like still 9900th in line because you're not even an Ultraman, and even the worst Ultraman is still better than you.
Yeah, I think it's more like he wants to prove that, like, I should have been. I'm better than him. You made the wrong decision.
How upset do you think he would have been if he knew about the toothbrush Ultraman?
He would have been furious. If he knew about Zerth, I genuinely think it would have been an episode of him just, like, sitting at home contemplating his existence. If he knew about Zerth, he would not have been able to handle it. I don't think they've ever canonically met. I think he would be furious if he did.
He would have surely just started killing everything.
Yep.
Oh, this is no longer a game. He just starts murdering for no better reason.
Yeah, no, like if he would just put his mind to it, he could have killed everybody by now.
Oh yeah.
He's having too much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Is the problem?
Mean, yeah.
He's doing the classic villain thing and talking to his food.
Uh-huh. I also love the second they mention, like, oh look, it looks like a crescent moon. Guys like, oh fuck, this is Juggler. God damn it.
I do, yeah.
And then he sees the crescent.
The reaction
blade.
is gold.
Yep. It's like, ah, shit. All right. Well, I guess I gotta take
know
care
what
of
this is.
Yep. God damn it, Juggler's back. And then Juggler does like the Sparky drag as he's getting.
I think he might mean business this time.
Yep. Well, shit. Look at him. He's clearly gone insane.
He's clearly crazy now.
Also, I will say,
a weird glow in your eye, bro.
Yep. This might be the best transformation from Juggler's human form to his illusion demon form. Like, it's so fucking badass the way he holds the sword up. We get the one eye flash to green, and then he transforms. It's so fucking sick. I love this scene. Like, then Uncle's like, oh shit, that's an alien.
I'm supposed to shoot those.
Well, fuck, I need to call in every VTOL. And then he runs off with the gang, so Guy can prepare to try to kill his frenemy.
As they all just pretend not to know that he's an Ultraman.
Yep.
Yeah, at this point, like, do you not get it? Where is Jeddah? Where's my guy?
Yep.
Jeddah doesn't. Jeddah still thinks it's Uncle.
No, Jeddah thinks that the fucking guy who owns the cafe is Orb right now. He went to the ramen shop. He's like, you've got to be Orb, right?
I'm just waiting. I was really hoping we just get a point where he's like, I think Juggler might be Ultraman.
Yep.
Juggler overhears this and he just weeps a little bit. Like,
he just cries like a single tear. Like,
someone finally.
I should have been. How do you guys like the fact that we finally get Giant Juggler?
Oh, finally.
So, like, what was the point of losing the ring?
It was so
he can make fun of him.
It was so we had a cool monster for an episode, and then we move on. It was so we had a dope
for the
scene.
card game, okay?
It was for the card game too, which I think they finally stopped doing, but now they have a different card game. Josh has one of the trading cards.
What?
You have one of the trading cards.
I do.
Yep.
I feel like there's so many Ultraman properties that you could do something like an actual official trading card game, or like
they have
like the same thing as like Dragon Ball Legends.
They legitimately have a trading card game, and they had before this. They had a different card game that was like an arcade game where you scanned your cards.
What, like amiibos or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm so upset that it's the Ultraman Rising one.
Yeah, even though it was
and
in
not
the Blazar. Yeah, I know. It's a little annoying. I get why, but it's annoying.
They're trying to cross pollinate. Did you
Yeah.
get that in your Blazar Blu-ray?
Yep. It is a
Yeah,
really
that's
solid
cross
Blu-ray.
promotion.
Yeah. So then Guy transforms into Orb. How do you guys like that he immediately starts in Thunderbreaster?
You gotta fight Dark with Dark.
Yep.
Yeah, might as well.
I mean, like, at this point, we're not even going to put up, like, pretenses. It's got to be either Thunderbreaster or it's got to be Orb Origin. Like, those are the two forms that can hang with Juggler at this point. We're not even going to try to do Spacium's Superior. We're not going to pull out Hurricane Slash, except we will, but not this episode.
We don't have time for that.
Yep.
I need to get to the action.
I need to run in guns blazing. I'm going to fuck him up as much as I can. I'm going to get jacked as fuck.
Yeah! I'm gonna
Thunderbreaster
have
is
giant sausage fingers for this fight.
Yep. Then we get like, honestly, I would say this fight is pretty good. Like, again, we've compared the fights from like Arc to this. I would say this is good. It's a little slower, but like that's gonna happen when it was like an 8-year-old fight. Like it's older. It's not quite as fast, but I think it's really solid. And I
Well,
like
and I think this was a faster fight for Orb.
oh yeah. And also like there's a couple of fun little things. Like I like the when Orb grabs onto Juggler's foot, twists it, and then
He
Juggler
spins
uses
and kicks him?
yep. And then he pulls his sword out of the fucking pocket dimension.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool looking though.
Oh yeah. So
It was a cool effect.
But then Uncle, as I said, shoots the alien.
yep. Before that,
his
though,
gun makes no sense.
His gun makes perfect sense. Just don't think about it.
His gun makes sense as long as you assume that it's cool but will not kill Juggler.
If you assume the
But, like,
Earth
why
is
make
round,
it
it
a-
makes sense.
But like, why make it a revolver?
Because revolvers are cool.
Because it looks interesting.
It's like having a revolver with a magazine. It's awesome.
Yeah, it could be worse. We could have we could have a gun that you put a USB stick into.
No.
That was 3 years ago.
Why?
It doesn't have
That was
to be.
Ultraman Trigger.
Wait, and let me guess. It's a USB-A too, so it's annoying.
Yes.
No, B.
It looks like something in between a USB and an HDMI because it's a little bit too big. Yeah,
So it's a display port.
I was about to say.
kind of, yeah. It does kind of look like a display port. The shape's a little bit off, but it's pretty close.
My monitor is currently on a display port.
One of mine is.
2 of mine are. Oh, actually, 3 of mine are.
Oh, fancy, man. I need to get a new
Fancy McGee over
GPU.
here.
Well, I have 4 outputs, and
I'm
one of them is
connecting
an
mine to a
HDMI.
TV tomorrow.
I need to get a new GPU.
TVs are not monitors. Hashtag TVs are not monitors.
Yeah, but I'm going to do it just when we're recording, just so you know.
So
I will know, and that will bother me.
So then we get a scene where it looks like Shin's dead. Did anyone believe Shin was dead for a second?
Fuck out.
I wish he would have died, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we have a time machine."
No, that time machine's never coming back. He made it and then immediately forgot it.
The first thing I thought when we see Shin's just shattered body was, oh, of course, they had to kill him because he was too powerful for the cannon.
Yep.
But no.
I wasn't shocked for him. I was shocked for something later on.
There's a few good moments.
In the next episode.
True.
I will say that one got me too.
Yeah. No, there's some good stuff. Yeah, so then we get Guy realizes Guy realizes he's in a sword fight and he doesn't have a sword, so he turns into Orb Origin. Because now he has a
Doesn't
sword.
Arc has a sword too, right?
Yeah, he has a cooler sword.
Yeah. He has the cooler sword.
Yeah, he's got that pump action. Oh wait, no.
No, Blazar has the pump action.
Blazar has the pump action.
Arc
No,
has
it's
the
actually
glasses
it's
sword.
not pump. It's pull.
Yeah.
The pulley.
It's not the chest pull.
No, it's like a lawnmower pull. You gotta go.
Yeah, but it doesn't go too far. It's not as bad as the double pull transformation device for Rube, though.
Oh.
I know, I hate it too. Yeah, so now we have
Ultraman rhubarb.
Yep. So now we have a sword fight because now they both have swords, and we can have this proper duel between blades on the light side and the dark side. And they immediately lose their swords.
Okay, but that moment where they're both like,
ah, fuck.
Are you gonna run for it? I'm gonna run for it.
Yep.
Was I think the funniest moment in a long time.
Oh yeah.
That was a good bit of like just physical acting.
Like,
I laughed so hard on that.
All right, gotta run. And then
because they look at what happens, look back at each other and sync and go, and go.
Yep. Which one of us is gonna run first? Fuck, I gotta get. And then Orb uses his
That's a stalemate.
Orb uses his fire ring attack to make a fire orb. And Juggler's like, I'm just gonna cut through this shit. What did you think this would work on me? You didn't use your superpower. You use your holy sword, and this is the best you can do. Go fuck yourself. Now I'll use the power of the darkness.
Yes.
Fire's not effective against dark types.
Yeah, you gotta use fighting, but
different rules.
Nope.
Also,
rules.
yeah. You gotta use fairy type. Guy's fairy type confirmed.
Hell yeah.
Guy's fairy form would be great.
That's just what Origin is. Yeah, so then he loses his sword, and Juggler just keeps wailing on him with attacks.
Hell yeah.
I love the effect they do too, where he's covered in this like almost static looking energy.
Yeah.
That was a really cool effect.
Mm-hmm. Now he's like, no, you gotta leave. Like, this dude's clearly trying to kill you. You need to go now. And then we get
the orb caliber the orb caliber is so stupid.
I love the concept of it, but I do think it could have used like one more run through on the design.
That's what I totally agree with you. Absolutely. I'm fine with the concept. It just looks so friggin' dumb.
What?
The orb caliber, it looks like a speak and spell grew like a triangle. I don't even know. It looks real dumb.
This is still not the worst weapon that we've had in this franchise, though.
No.
I can think of a few that are worse.
I always thought it was more like the one where you like pull the lever down and it spins like cow goes moo.
Yeah, that thing.
Yep.
Fire goes hot.
Now I use
it could have spent one more run through the design phase.
I don't know. It's pretty cool.
I mean, and they give Juggler a friggin' katana. Like, why didn't they stylize his weapon?
Because
he's
the bad guy.
Cool.
He's the baddie. He has to look cool. And then we get the scene where like Guy is prone and Juggler walks over to him and kicks him over. Like, all right, well, I'm the best. You fucking little man. What are you gonna do? You gonna shoot me? You gonna shoot me, bitch?
I'm gonna cut you in half with my giant sword. He's behind me, isn't he?
Yep. All their faces like, ah, fuck, he's back up.
Literally has he's behind me, isn't he?
Yeah.
Moment. I didn't see it like that the first time, but that is totally what he does.
Yep.
Yeah, he's like, ah.
Fuck, he's right behind me. And
He's behind you.
he turns around, he tries to attack Guy, and he just grabs his sword like, nope, you're fucked.
Punch him in the crotch.
Yep. He's like, oh, don't you see?
He had the perfect opportunity for this too. He had him up, he had his leg up in the air. He could have, bam. But no, he just smacks his ass.
But no, he just uses the power of friendship.
Yep. He uses the ability to protect others to surpass his limits. He's like, yeah, it's the strength that you threw away. You're a fucker, and I'm gonna kick your ass.
Then they kiss.
That's someone's fan fiction, yes.
No, I can find the video right now.
There's I'm sure, but there's fan fiction of that, I guarantee.
Just look up Ultraman Orb 34.
Yep. He's gonna use the Sora AI generator for this.
Yep.
Already being used.
It's already.
Yeah. So then we get
AI is a Sora. I'm using that one on tech.
We get like some of them like beating the shit out of each other.
It's a Kingdom Hearts reference.
Yes, it is. And then Guy uses his light attack to seemingly blow up Juggler.
It was super effective.
Yeah. We find out that Shin was just unconscious and not dead. Guy shows up and he's like, "Hey,
they weren't gonna kill because they weren't gonna kill one of the principal characters, right? 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 Guys?
Again, I can think of an Ultraman series where they've killed 4 hosts for the Ultra.
I'm gonna have to ask you to calm the fuck down.
There's after every time he's just like, God damn, now I gotta find another.
Oh no, he jumps from host to host so fast too. It's not even like he doesn't give 2 shits about the host. He's like, well, I got everything out of you I can. Time for a new host. Each time I get a new host, I get a new form.
He's literally worse than Venom and Carnage. Is what you're saying.
He's also a god.
No. Venom cares about Eddie on occasion.
Yeah.
Eddie doesn't. I mean, okay, he does, but not enough. He's with Flash Thompson plenty of times.
Yeah, well, Eddie's still his favorite.
He always Venom would leave Eddie. Venom would leave Eddie in a heartbeat for Peter, and you know it's true.
Oh, 100%. That's always been a thing.
No.
Yeah.
He doesn't like Peter
Eddie is
anymore.
a sloppy second.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like Peter.
So anyway, then we get
eat him.
So anyway, then we get a scene where Juggler is on the rooftop. He's like, oh god, this is just the worst day ever. And he looks up and
he's just literally spread eagled like some sort of badly loaded in character.
Yep. And Uncle's just there with his gun, like, all right, call him in. I've got him at gunpoint.
Juggler's just like,
I got you at gunpoint.
Uncle's laughing at him like as a bunch of VTOLs come up behind him with their fucking guns ready. And I love the look on Juggler.
That reminds me of a movie, and I'm totally blanking on which one it is, but like that's a pretty famous shot.
Yep. I love Juggler like sees this and he's like, oh fuck me, seriously?
Bang.
Alright, bang, I win. I shot first. Alright, you get to arrest me now, I guess.
Oh no.
Whatever.
Handcuff me, Mr. Officer.
I'm gonna count how many VTOLs they have to catch him.
There was a lot.
They had 10 VTOLs surrounding the building to catch him.
Honestly, based on what I remember, 10 seems like too low of a number.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. Like, if he was if he hadn't had his ass kicked immediately before this would be a problem still.
Because remember that we don't know where the katana went.
Yep.
It's in the pocket dimension as far as I'm concerned.
His butt.
He usually just returns there if it's out of his hands for too long. It's a weird rule where like it goes back there if he doesn't have his hands on it for longer than a certain amount of time.
Just imagine somebody else just found a katana, just like swinging around, disappears.
Yep.
I imagine it could be worse. It could be like the frost axe from God of War. And like it physically has to travel back, so it just goes through the person who is holding it.
No, they're like holding on to it as they're swinging, and they just start flying through the air.
But it's spitting the whole time.
They're just vomiting in a circle. Yep. So, what do you guys think about this episode?
I feel like Orb went to a knife fight without a knife, and Juggler ended up going to a VTOL fight without a VTOL.
Yeah,
what are you talking
fair.
about? He had a.
We got a lot of asymmetric fights this time.
Yep.
No, it was good. We need more Juggler.
Excalibur is the king of swords.
Oh my god.
I mean, we get a little bit more Juggler. We have him for 2 more episodes in a movie. And then he gets referenced.
And then we get him in another series, but without him being Juggler.
Yeah, we do get the actor coming back. He does play a different character later on, which is actually kind of weird feeling at first, because like you look at him and like you should be like a shit eater, and instead you're a decent dude.
You're supposed to be evil, but now you're a good guy.
You're supposed to be evil, but now you're the captain of the fucking Defense Force.
I was about to say, but guess what? You're still not an Ultraman.
So it's, but it's Oob though.
Yes.
No.
I'm going with Nick on this one.
No. He doesn't have powers.
He has the power of being in charge.
He got the power of the government.
Yeah.
Some say that's maybe too much power.
No one man should have all that power.
Don't look at me like that.
Anyway. Yeah. So tune in next time where we talk about another really fucking good episode of Ultraman.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.